Yeah, of course we can hear you.
No, my cousin's on the side. He's been trying to talk today.
Oh yeah.
I know, says you sound like a cross-dresser.
No, no.
He's still going on that?
Hey Roger.
Here. He was talking about
So right
milking,
now
milking prostates.
we're doing a live.
Unbelievable, a while ago.
We're doing a live show
What's
here.
wrong with the prostate, man?
Okay. Oh, look at that.
I have a prostate. I love my prostate. It's wonderful.
Hang
I
on.
jerked off with twitches.
I gotta comb my hair.
You sound like a real fucking tranny, bud.
Oh yeah, I don't go around wearing dresses and shit. And I don't have fake tits or anything. I'm all man.
Yeah.
Goes around, look. In the summertime, look. His shirt's tied like this, you know. Like this, you know.
Okay. Okay. Well, this is a live show here that we're recording right now. Okay. A live YouTube video show, and this is all about the big monster. If you're not familiar with FRS GMRS channel 22, a local Ottawa fucking prepper channel thing, well, we all hang out here. Anyway, the people that are on here, okay, that are members of the Facebook page, it's Facebook FRS GMRS channel 22 on Facebook. And we got a dilemma going on because we're running two mobile repeaters here. Right there, you can see them. 1, 2, right there. And they do the job because we're, the antenna's up high. It's all set up perfect, as best as possibly can. And we want to, set up the big monster, which is another repeater right here behind me. I'll flip the camera around in a second to show you that one, I think. Just so you guys can actually see what it looks like in live. Okay. So, you hang on a minute there, and I'll let Mark get on the radio, or Road Dog, and talk to Convict out there on the repeater, on those portable repeater that we put together.
Don't be scared.
And then you got Tyler in the background. So right now, the people on the repeater is Convict, Hacksaw, which is me, Road Dog, which is this guy, Tyler, I have no idea what his handle is. And there's Techno Kid, he's on the side as well, and Convict, yeah, he's on the side, and I think there's another guy of Convict's friend there. I don't know what his handle is, I forget, but he's on the side as well. Actually, hey Convict, what's your buddy's handle there that was playing with us all day there with the walkie-talkie? What's the name of your buddy that was messing around on the walkie-talkie this afternoon here on the repeater, trying to hook up there?
It's 808 Pathfinder, so Roger. The big tall motherfucker, he's like 6'6".
There you go, Pathfinder, so he's on the side as well. Yeah, I'm just doing a live show here, so, But anyway, I want to get the other camera going so I can show everybody physically what the monster looks like. And what you would be, if you're going to donate money to the group, this is where the money goes to. This is where I'm going to show you where your money goes. So it's not just like donating to something. You can actually see where the fuck your cash is going to go.
Hey, Rayovac says he's a motherfucker because he fucked someone's mother.
Oh.
Holy.
What do people not understand about a live show?
I know, hey, it's terrible. You understand we're going on YouTube, Mr. Tyler, so please keep the language down. I would appreciate it, please, for the,
Okay, so we got this camera set up. You know,
Baby Jesus.
there we go.
Got a Tommy Tango. Won't respond to it. That's the Tommy Tango.
So there
Time
we
to
go.
change the tones, Sean.
No, we're not changing nothing.
I'm just kidding.
So here we go. This is the repeater. I'm going to open up the cabinet, and then I'll try and stretch the camera over here. I should be. There we go.
Live TV.
Now this functions perfectly right now, but on a businessman frequency. Okay. So I got to turn him down because he talks for nothing. So anyway, this is, if you donate money, this is where your money's going to. Okay. It's going to be able to listen to mental cases like Tyler that's talking. He's not mental, he's just Tyler. because we all talk crazy every once in a while. But anyway, this is where your money goes if you donate. So this is the big repeater here. Okay, let's get this.
I think he's off his medication.
There you go. All right. Where's the name? There we go. We'll bring this back over there so you can see it. Okay, there you go. Let's move this over here. So there you go. This is what we want to get tuned. This is what we need to get tuned. Now there's another controller panel that fits in here, and that's the one on eBay. That fits right here. And when they tune the lower thing, they use this unit to help tune it. So
Show the viewers a lower view of the unit, the CTS unit, or whatever the heck it's called.
right there.
Yeah, there we go.
There you go. That's where they're going to tune it, but we need the controller front panel that fits right here, plugs into it through a ribbon, and then when the guy goes to tune it with his equipment, they can tune it properly. So anyway, that's the unit there. I'd show you the back of it, but my camera doesn't reach that far. But that's it. But like I said, it runs perfectly right now. If I was to take it and put two antennas on it, two UHF antennas, I could turn this on and it would work perfectly well, perfect functionally, everything. Works fine. Just it's on a wrong frequency. So we want to get it put over to the frequency that we're using now and leave it there. Okay? And so this is what if you donate money to the group, this money goes towards this thing. It doesn't go towards any of our pockets, by the way. You want to get on this thing and you're serious or not serious or you're crazy.
And you reside in the nation's capital.
And you reside within Ottawa, yeah. Because this thing will reach you pretty well everywhere, everybody, from where I'm situated. You know, it's all in the location. It's like real estate. You got to be in the perfect location to put an antenna up to get the range. That's where I am. We're doing like 20 watts or something like that on a two mobile radios wired together, and we're doing pretty good just with that. But mobile radios aren't continuous duty use. This is continuous duty use. This thing, you know, this is commercial. This is what it's made for, continuous duty. So, when you donate to the group, you donate to the monster. You don't donate to me. The money goes through me and then gets put into this monster. So, I posted on the page, on our page there, the controller, and how much it would cost. For me to purchase the unit, it's going to cost me $116 and some cents. You know, I've already dropped $300 just getting this thing. You know, I'm not the richest man in the world, but if I come across extra money, I dump it in here. You know, that's how I got it. I had the extra money to play with that, so I got it. But I didn't realize it would entail, you know, splitting hairs to get it tuned and everything. So it's $116 for the front plate to tune it, and then you got to pay somebody to come and tune it, and that's probably a couple of hundred. So we're looking at another like $300 altogether probably to get it done. That's what it's going to take. So, I mean, that's, what can I tell you? That's what it is. That's what it is. You know what I mean? We're not. You know, it's not a scam to make money. Nobody's making fucking money here. It's
it just
like I
shows
said.
The seriousness of the operators that are going to be using it. And,
well,
you know,
the people that are taking care of it anyway, not the people that are using it. Like, because anybody can donate. You know what I mean? And you know, anybody can get on. It's on a public thing. So, you know, if we hear somebody trying to get on, because we can hear people trying to get on, and we can talk to them. Okay, so if they sound like decent people that have a radio that's capable of doing that, we tell them how to do it right away. Get on here like this, you know, and then hopefully they go, wow, look at this. We can talk to a bunch of people now. Now we can donate, and the money goes right to that thing. Like once it's up and running, I don't need any donations, and I won't be asking for any donations. That's the way that works.
It's a non-profit club, right?
Yeah, the money's
Just
like
trying to get
once you get once the monster's online and it's already running and everything, there's no need for any money. I'll pay the electricity to keep it running and all that kind of good stuff. It's like owning a microwave. Okay? So So anyway, that's the people here. These are all the knuckleheads that are on the repeater.
Actually, that just went above our heads.
So
Fast, I guess.
I'll let you guys listen to this for a few minutes.
Repeat it, but slower, so we can all hear it.
'Cause-
Has a Roger beat 10 foot? I don't have a Roger beat.
Where's
I'm
my-
gonna say this again, okay? Ready? 808 has a Roger beat 10-4.
Yeah, Roger on the Roger beep with 808 having the Roger beep on the with the Roger beep, Mr. 808 there, Pathfinder with the Roger beep, Pathfinder Roger beep 808 there, Roger.
Who's 808?
You got a bit of a delay up there, right? Going on.
Really, dude? Really? This is like nitro.
Who's got that tone thing?
And that's my little my
Viewer?
Bofang.
He wants to know if you'll suck his dick.
Oh yeah, there you go. Anyway,
Jesus.
I'm using a Bofang
Wow.
UV 82. Super cheap online. I think I paid like $38 for this thing from China. It's UHF, VHF, so you can listen to a lot more shit than just us. There's a bunch of old guys on VHF that you can listen to, but if you want to talk to them, you got to write your ham license. And when you hang around our repeater, our public repeater, we tell you all this information if you want to know too. That if you want to know anything about signing up for your amateur ticket, ask us. We'll let you know. We know all about that, boy. You know, like this is like an Exiles, amateur radio Exiles repeater. These are people that made it or haven't made it, but are excluded from the amateur radio community in some shape, way, or form. The underdogs. This is the underdog repeater. Yeah, that's what it is. The underdog repeater. That
We don't
sounds
want to
perfect.
talk to you. The,
Doesn't that sound cool? Hey, doesn't that sound cool? The underdog repeater.
the underdog?
What are you thinking? We could name it the underdog repeater.
I'd agree with that. Hardcore repeaters.
Yeah.
Change it to call it the underdog repeater. You have to go road dog a new name. Well, I don't think that works. I mean, I like road dog for road dog. That works for his handle.
See, sometimes I wonder why some people actually talk.
Do we think it's something more interesting?
Yeah, somebody has.
Okay.
Somebody
That
was
was
giving
that
a-
was some. Anyway, to get back to the point there, we should call it the underdog repeater because we're all underdogs. In some way, shape, or form, it's like an Exiles repeater. We've either failed to get our amateur ticket, or we've gotten our amateur ticket but failed to get along with the regular social group on 2 meter on VHF UHF. So we've all resided to stick here in a public frequency where we're doing exactly the same thing as anybody with an amateur license, except we're doing it on public frequency.
Wow, talk about sciencing the shit out of this shit. Holy crap. And Tyler, the only time that would be a problem is if you like it under the dog. You're saying the gay shit now.
That's these two radios.
You've been carrying it on all fucking day.
All right, well,
Hey man, I can't help it. You put,
that concludes this live little broadcast update about what's going on with the monster. You know, we're, you know, we need donations. The monster needs to be fed, and it's sitting there growling. Actually, I got to put the cover back on so it doesn't get damaged. You know, so I don't know, you guys. You know, I wish you guys would put in your comments more. You know, there's 15, 16 members so far. You know, one of our members already said he'd put in donations. They got another this member right here, Road Dog. He said he'd put in some donations. I'll put in if I see people putting donations. I'll definitely put in donations. Definitely. I just don't want to feel like a heel and do it all again by myself. That's all. So, you know, there's other guys like Muffin Man. This is a guy that's been transmitting on Simplex. We hear him on channel 22. You know, so we talk to him when we can because he's not using the repeater. He's, you know, using the other frequency that we use. So we talked to him, and he's getting a radio soon, so we'll hear from him. You know, but we need donations, man. The monster needs donations. It's not really we. The monster does. You know, you guys want us. You know, we're doing pretty good for the coverage right now. We're doing about I don't know, about 10 kilometers, 15 kilometers. I'm hoping that's what it is about. You know, we're using Heliax coax. I might not be pronouncing it right there. We're running that from the duplexer. There's this, if you Road Dog moves back, you can see the duplexer right there on the shelf. See that big boy right there, the big square box right there on the shelf. So anyway, those two radios run into the duplexer, and that goes out through Heliax straight to the antenna on the roof. It's about 70 feet in the air. It's like, I think it's like a diamond dual band base station antenna. We're picking up people in Elmer. We're picking up people. We're being surprised every time with that antenna. Anyway, the receive on it.
The coverage is pretty good.
But that's like 20 watts output with the monster. We can actually increase our power output. Or just because of the quality and the commercial build of the unit, the same wattage will be you know,
It's almost double
plausible.
the power. Almost double the power.
Well, you can't. You know, there's 4 power settings on the monster. So we're going to start with the minimal power setting first and see what our coverage is. Do tests, field tests. We'll put it on the second setting. Do field tests. Third settings, field tests. Fourth settings, field tests. I mean field test as in if we're causing anybody any problems, if we're causing any TVI or harmonics in any kind of shape, way, or form, because we don't want to be doing that. We want to be running a clean repeater. So that's our goal. That's what donations are going towards, that goal. Okay? So the monsters, well, I mean the monster, if you want to see the monster online, you're definitely guys going to have to donate. And as you can see, I mean here, we've already got people on it. We've got.
Did you put him there, or did he voluntarily go into it?
We have tons.
He was voluntarily, and he's Oliver. You fast my speaker boy. You know, you're going for the flies.
Actually, it's hard to talk. Knucklehead.
No one calls you that anymore.
Knucklehead. So anyway, that's that. So when you're donating, you're going to donate to the whole radio thing. You're donating to the hardware, the software, and the knowledge of Mike, myself, and anybody else that puts their knowledge or time or money into this. You know, I'm constantly putting my knowledge. I'm constantly putting my knowledge for free. And Mike's putting constantly his knowledge for free. We've gotten some. Mike has gotten a couple of donations. I can't say what they are because I don't really know. He's gotten a couple of donations towards this whole thing, and you know, that's what it is. So make some donations if you can to get the monster online. If you want to see the big repeater, the big Motorola up and running online. It's not a joke. It's not a money scam. This is what it is. We're on Facebook. I'm the administrator, you know, and that's why I'm doing this video, because I wanted you guys to physically see actually what you would be donating to, not just some fucking clown in a chat, in a web page, splapping his lips off about wanting to get money from people. You know what I mean? That's the way I look at. That's the way I kind of look at it. But that's the way it works. I see people doing it all the time, and I see people getting donations. So here it is. There it is. This is the story. Hang on, I'm just finishing up here, and I'll be posting it online. Give me a second. So that's it. Have a good one.